Alright, welcome back everyone for another quick tip. Today I'm going to show you some shortcuts or hacks for extending your major chords. Alright, make sure that you hit the like button and click subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified of more amazing content just like this. So let's start off in the key of C major as always. We know C is 1, D is 2, E is 3, F is 4, G is 5, A is 6, B is 7, and C is 1. Alright, so we know how to form a basic major triad. A major triad is the 1, 3, and 5. Alright? So 1, 3, and 5, or you can count it up by intervals. Start off with the tone, any tone, count up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? And count up 3. 1, 2, 3. Play that together and it gives you your major triad. If we keep counting beyond this 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A is the 6, B is the 7. So if I play the 1, 3, 5, and 7, that gives me my major chord voice in the C major 7th. Alright? So when I'm playing major chords in major 7ths, I'm not thinking play major 7th. A shortcut to this is just play the root and then play the third of your major triad, which is E, and play that as a minor chord. So E minor plus a C as a root gives you C major 7th, right? And so what that allows me to do is just play like a 1 and a 5 in my left hand, and that third 1, 2, 3 is E as a minor chord, E, G, and B. Okay, E minor, count up, start there, count up 3, 1, 2, 3, and count up 4. That gives you a minor triad, right? So if I play that third minor over the 1, it gives me a C major 7th chord. And what this allows me to do, what I was saying, is playing a full triad in my right hand and then that E minor in my left, and I can play it in any inversion and it sounds cool. Right? So that's my shortcut for playing major 7th chords. I'm thinking play the 3 minor of the chord that I'm playing. So if I'm playing a C major, find the third, which is that E, play that as a minor in your right hand. Okay, let's practice this again in another key. Let's say I want to play it F sharp or G flat major 7th. So I'd play G flat major, right? The third tone of G flat major is this B flat, right, or A sharp. I'm going to play that as a minor. B flat, D flat, and F, or A sharp, C sharp, and F. Play that together, and it gives you a nice major 7th voice. So you want to be able to do that in all 12 keys, right? All right, there's one of them. There's one of them. There's one of them. There's one of them. Yeah, I'm doing that right. That's E major 7th, right? F major 7th is A minor over that F major, right? F sharp major 7th. We already did that one, right? G major 7th. I'm going to play that B minor over the G major chord, right? C minor over that A flat major gives me my A flat major 7th. A major 7th is A major with the C sharp or D flat minor on the top. Okay. B flat major 7th is B flat with the D minor on the top. And then B major 7th is B major with that E flat minor on top. Okay? And what this is called, this concept is called polychords. Polychords basically means I'm going to play one small chord in my left hand, a different chord in my right hand, but when I play them together, it gives me another chord altogether. Alright, so that's how you use polychords to form your major 7th. Okay? Very cool. So you want to make sure that you master that in all 12 keys, especially for when I start to do some song breakdowns. You'll be able to use different voices and things like that. Just depending upon what sounds good to you. And of course, respecting the melody. Anyways, that's major 7th chords, right? So we have major triad, major 7th. Now if I keep counting, remember 1, 3, 5, 7, C is an 8, and D is the 9. We call this D the 9th, especially when the 7th is present. If the 7th wasn't present, we'd call it like kind of like an add. I'm an add 9, or if you played it down here, we call it like an add 2. Technically be an add 2. Alright? Anyways, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So this is a way that you can extend to form a major 9th chord. But I'm not thinking play the 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Instead, what I think is play the 1 chord, which is C major, find the 5th tone of that chord, which is G, and play a G major over top of it. G major is G, B, and D. When I play that together, it gives me that major 9th sound, okay? And it sounds good. And this is cool because now I can play different inversions of that that G major in my right hand. Okay, so that's your shortcut for playing major ninths, is just play the 1, find the 5th scale degree, play that as a major. Alright, and again, learn that in all 12 keys. So you got C major ninth, right? C sharp major ninth, or D flat major ninth, D major ninth, right? E flat major ninth, E major ninth, F major ninth, F sharp major ninth, G major ninth, A flat major ninth, A major ninth, B flat major ninth. I messed that up. B flat major ninth. 1, 3, 5. I'm playing that 5 as a major, which is F major, my right hand, and then the same thing for your B major ninth. Okay, and then you're back at home with the 1 major ninth. Very nice, right? So far we've learned how to play your major triads, major sevenths, major ninth chords, right? Using this kind of a polychord, right? Another thing you can do is you can play your major chord, right? If you go a whole step from the root, so the root is C, go up a whole step and play the D as a chordal chord, that's going to also give me a ninth sound, okay? So that's 1, 3, 5. Really, if I play the 7th, then that's going to give me the ninth sound. Okay, so all I'm doing is playing a 2 chordal chord over top of that 1 major 7th, okay? Or just think of it as whatever my major 7th is, go a whole step up and form a chordal chord, okay? And remember, a chordal chord is formed just by stacking fourths. So you start off with 1, go up a 4th, 1, 2, 3, 4, in the key of D is G, and then go up another 4th. So what's the 4 of the key of G? 1, 2, 3, 4, C. So you play that all together, and it gives you a nice major ninth type of sound. So that's another way to voice your major ninths if you like, a shortcut. Alright, so now that we know how to play your triads, your major 7th, 2 different ways to form your major ninths, let's look at the 11th chords that are major, right? Here's the thing with 11th chords, right? If I play the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, the 11th would be F, because this is 9, this would be 10, and the 11 would be F. But that sounds really dissonant. So what we do oftentimes in gospel music is, instead of just playing it as a major 11th, we do a major ninth with a sharp 11th. We raise it, and now it sounds kind of nice, right? So here's the thing. This is a lot to remember. So I'm not thinking play the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and sharp 11. You know, that's not how I'm thinking about it. Instead, when I want to form a major ninth with that sharp 11th, what I'm thinking is play the 1 as a major, or the major tone. If I want to play a C major ninth with a sharp 11, play a C major, right? Go down a half step from my root, which is B, and play that as a minor, right? So B minor gives you a nice, you know, type of 11th sound, like a sharpened 11th. Okay, sounds good. Alright, and something else you can do is add the 13th. So what do I mean by add the 13th? I can play a major 7th, right, with the 9th, the sharpened 11th, and I can play the 13th if I keep counting up. This is 11th, this is the 12th. The 13th is essentially the 6th, right, or the A. And we call it the 13th whenever that 7th is present, okay? So if I go beyond that 7, now I have to keep counting up, like 9, 11, which we're going to sharpen, and then the 13th. Alright, and so obviously, if you're looking at this, an easy way to remember, how do I form this major ninth with the sharpened 11th and then the 13th? How do I form this? Well, I'm thinking play the major 7th in my left hand, right? C, E, G, and B, right? I either play it there or I'd play it here. And then on top of that, go up a whole step. So up a whole step from C is D, and play that as a major chord. D, F sharp, and A. And that gives you that nice, sharp 11th with the 13th added in there type of sound. Okay, major 7th, the sharp 11th, and the 13th in there. All right, sounds good. So you want to learn this chord in all 12 keys. How do I do that? Well, again, I'm playing my root as a major 7th, whole step up from that as a tritone. As a triad, right? If I want to do the same thing for D flat or C sharp, play that as a major 7th, go up a whole step, play that as a triad. And it sounds good, okay? What about D? Major 7th, right? Go up a whole step from D is E. Do the same thing for E flat, whole step up is F, so F major over that gives you that type of chord, right? And keep going. E, right? E major 7th, go up a whole step to that F sharp and play that as a major chord. Okay, and again, this is the major 7th with the 9th, the sharp 11th, and the 13th. All right, same thing for F. So F major 7th, up a whole step from F to G. So play a G major over it. Okay, F sharp or G flat, go up a whole step is A flat or G sharp. Play that as major. Same thing for G. G major 7th, add the A major over it. Okay, A flat major 7th, go up a whole step to B flat. Right, A major 7th, go up a whole step to B. Right, B flat major 7th, and add the C major. Right, B major 7th, go up a whole step to C sharp or D flat. Okay, and it sounds good. So I hope that's a blessing to you. That's some cool ways to extend your major chords. Again, I'm going to show you the application in the next set of videos when I'm actually breaking down songs and showing you how you can reharmonize these songs, because now you have options. You can play just a major triad. Of course, you can add the 2 and add the 9 and all that stuff, or you can extend it. You can do the major 7th, you can do the major 9th, you can do the major 9th with the sharp 11th, or you can do the major 9th with the sharp 11th and the 13th added. All right. I hope this is a blessing to you. Make sure you practice it in all 12 keys, and I'll see you in the next video.